Hi, so welcome back. So in this video we're going to cover long division. So the first question here is an ordinary level question. So long division comes up in ordinary level and higher level. It's just a little bit trickier at higher level. So for us to divide this by 5x plus 3. So this is long division. So it'd be 5x plus 3 and then into 5x squared plus 13x plus 6. The main difference between the higher and ordinary levels is that in higher level we might have 5x to the power of 3. In ordinary level we're just going to have squares. So the first thing that we have to do in this case is we have to divide our 5x squared by 5x. So 5x squared divided by 5x. Well, 5x squared is just 5x multiplied by x. So if we have multiplying by the exact same term in the top and bottom, they'll cancel. So 5 cancels with here, x cancels with here, and we're just left with x. So 5x squared divided by 5x is just x. So we put our x up here on the top, and then we multiply our x by our 5x and our x by our 3, and we put it down here. So x by 5x is 5x squared. X by 3 is plus 3x. And then what we have to do is we have to subtract our second line here. So if it's a minus, it'll become a plus. If it's a plus, it'll become a minus. Basically, the signs will change. That becomes a minus. That becomes a minus. So 13x take 3x will be 10x. And now I have to divide 10x by 5x. So 10x divided by 5x, my x's cancel, and it's just going to be 2. So then I put up a plus 2 here. Then 2 by 5x and 2 by 3. So 2 by 5x will be 10x, and 2 by 3 is going to be plus 6. And then I have to bring down my 6 from where it was up here. So bring it down, and then I have to subtract my second line. So then subtract this, and then I get an answer of 0. So so on our ordinary level course, we will have this is going to be the kind of one that will come up. I'll just do another one, say divide x plus x squared plus x minus 12 by x plus 4. So say if we want to divide this. So say x plus 4 and then x squared plus x minus 12. So the first thing I have to do is divide x squared by x. So x squared is just x multiplied by x, and if I divide that by x, the x on top will cancel, I'm just left with x. So then x by x is x squared, x by 4 is 4x. Then I subtract my second line, so if it's a minus, it'll become a plus. If it's a plus, it'll become a minus. So x minus 4x, that'll be minus 3x, and then I bring down my minus 12. So minus 3x divided by x, so minus 3x divided by x, it'll just be minus 3. And so minus 3 by x is minus 3x, minus 3 by 4 is minus 12. So then if I subtract my second line, this becomes a plus, that becomes a plus, and then I'm left with 0. So this is my answer. So if this divides in, say x, this divided by that gives me this answer here. So the rest of this video is going to be higher level, so I'm going to do a higher level question. So we are asked to divide so 2x cubed plus 5x. So usually cubics will have to the power of 3 in our higher level one, 4x squared plus 3, and we're dividing this by 2x minus 3. So it's pretty much the same kind of method as ordinary level question. So 2x cubed, so whatever is here, so 2x cubed is just 2x cubed is 2x by x by x, and we're dividing that by 2x. So the 2's will cancel, and 1x on the top will cancel with 1x on the bottom, so it's just x squared. And then it's x squared by 2x and x squared by minus 3. So x squared by 2x is going to be 2x cubed. X squared by minus 3 is going to be minus 3x squared. Then I have to subtract my second line, so the signs will change. This becomes a plus. So 5x squared plus 3x squared would be 8x squared. And then what I have to do is bring down my minus 14x. So 8x squared is just 8x by x, and that's divided by 2x, so an x on the top will cancel with an x on the bottom, so it's just going to be 4x, so I put 4x up here, and then 4x by my 2x and 4x by minus 3, so 4x by 2x is 8x squared, 4x by minus 3 is minus 12x, so then I have to subtract my second line. So if I have a minus and then I put another minus, it'll become a plus. but if I have a plus and I multiply it by a minus, it'll be a minus. So the signs will change. So this becomes a minus, this becomes a plus, so this cancels, and then I have a minus 2x. And then I'm going to bring down my plus 3 from up here. So then it's minus 2x divided by 2x. So minus 2x divided by 2x, well, that's just going to be minus 1. So minus 1. So x by 2x, minus 1 by 2x is minus 2x. Minus 1 by minus 3 is going to be plus 3. And then if I subtract my second line, this becomes a minus, this becomes a plus, and I'm left with a 0 remainder. So that there is my answer for this. So I also wanted to show you one. Say if we have something 4x cubed minus 13x. So we don't have an x squared in this one. So what I would do is I would actually write in 0x squared. So we just kind of keep everything, it's just a bit easier. So say if we have x minus 2 divided by this. So say if it jumps from an x cubed to an x, I would put in 0x squared, because otherwise we might make a mistake when we're doing it out. So 0x squared minus 13x minus 6. So 4x cubed is 4x by x by x divided by x. Well, that's just going to be 4x squared, 4x squared, and 4x squared by x is going to be 4x cubed. 4x squared by minus 2 is going to be minus 8x squared. So we have to subtract our second line. So this becomes a minus, this becomes a plus. So then we're left with 8x squared. So then we have to divide 8x squared by x. So 8x squared is 8 by x, and we have to divide that by x. So we just get 8x. So then 8x by x is going to be 8x squared. 8x by minus 2 is going to be minus 16x. And then we have to bring down our minus 13 here from up here. So then we have to subtract our second line. So if it's a minus, it becomes a plus. If it's a plus, it becomes a minus. So this becomes minus plus. And then we have minus 13x plus 16x. So that's going to be 3x. And then 3x divided by x. Well, that's just going to be 3. And then 3 by x is going to be 3x. 3 by minus 2 is going to be minus 6. And then we bring down our minus 6. Sorry, it's a bit messy on the side from above. And then what happens is these will cancel, our answer will be 0, and that is our question done for that. So I hope you found this helpful. Thank you.